We are still on Saturday, November 17th, and I've got another Hot Wheels video for you here. Hot Wheels Garage. This is the Hot Bird. I should have probably made this video and combined it with this one here, but I didn't think about it. So you probably just watched, if you're watching the videos, the Boulevard there. Well, now we've got the Hot Wheels Garage. This appears to be, you would think, the same casting. It's pretty close, but it's not. There's some things that are different. This is gold, obviously, one difference. Go ahead and crack it open here. The bottom, again, it is a metal chassis. Rubber tire with tread. Front end, you've got some good detail there. Actually, instead of being painted, this is more or less part of the casting. And we'll compare the two in just a moment here. The side, you got some pretty nice detail there. Looks like we got a little bit of paint chippage right there, right under the door handle. That, or they were trying to paint, and no, they were actually trying to paint the door handle. And it's not even close. The door handle and the keyhole, look at that. Or the tampo, it wasn't really paint. You got the little bird. It's black, obviously, since the car's gold. The interior on this one's black, which is cool. Also, another thing to notice, T-tops, there's no glass in them. That's pretty cool. The side, nah, they missed the tampo again. Look at that. There's the marker way under it. The rear, though, look at that. They actually painted, well, or whatever they do to Hot Wheels, pressed the color on the taillights. Pretty nifty. There you go, there's the tampo mark again, and then right there again. And it looks like we get a little bit of paint blemish, but yeah, I didn't care. I saw it in the package like that. I didn't know it was like that on both sides, obviously. But again, they do look very similar, and we'll show you some differences of them. The tires, I do love the wheels and tires. It's actually the same wheel tire combo, except this is gold, whereas the other one is more of like a tan with gold. And first we'll compare the fronts here. You see, very similar. This one appears to be part of the base, I should say. It actually is part of the base, whereas this one is actually not. And the rear, obviously, this rear looks a little narrow. But see what I'm talking about, the wheels, they're the same wheel, different paint. Actually, they may be a little different wheel, but the real differences are at the bottom. Rear end, you can see, totally different rear axle. And then to the front, there's no rivet because, well, actually it's not even a rivet, that's just how they press the car together. But this one only has the one because the front end of the car is held on by snapping it into that area. Same size, but some differences. Height-wise, looks like the gold one, yeah, the gold one's a little taller. So they're really not the same casting at all. Looks like the opening of the window is a little, yeah, see how wide it is in the black one, how narrow it is on the gold one. This area here looks to be thicker. And yeah, T-tops are obviously, they're not as wide, or as deep rather. So different castings. I mean, very, very similar, but they are different. And we'll go ahead and let this one spin up for a little bit. And I originally thought they were both the same until I saw the single rivet there. Sound like a frog, rivet instead of rivet. Anyway, let that spin up. I like them both equally as well, so let that spin for a little bit here. And also, it looks like the rear tires, or the rear end is a little bit, tires don't, the wheel wells on the bottom aren't quite as deep, so the tires stick out a little bit more, whereas on the black one they don't. They're more tucked. Still a cool car. And it's a Trans Am again, so not too fond of the gold, but I had to pick it up. So let that spin for a little bit, and then that'll do it. If you have any questions or comments, post those below. Please subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.